Welcome to the Urban Ranch version 2.0, update 8.0. Today we bring starting out with some video of the outside addition of the home. You can see the guys are starting to put the base plates on. That's pressure treated wood, obviously. What you're also seeing here is, again, a lot more earth material being moved out of the basement as they get ready to place the drain tile and sanitary lines downstairs in the basement. You can see the drain tile there around the perimeter of the basement, and now coming in a lot of gravel that'll overfill that. You also see more steel being added. These pieces of steel, interestingly, were required because we wanted to keep the addition as large as we could, and had we allowed the addition to be 2 inches narrower, we would have had to use the steel structure that you're seeing fabricated here. But to maximize the space, it required these couple of extra pieces of steel, so I went ahead and chose to move forward with that, and you can see it looks a little unusual, but you'll see eventually how it all gets kind of framed in here. More wood coming in, and again more gravel and dirt coming in and out of the basement. You'll see on the inside of the basement now the rough plumbing in and that gravel being in there now as well. So we're down in the basement now. Today all the gravel that had been put in over the last 2 days has now been compacted. All the rough plumbing you see is in. You can also start to now appreciate all the steel that we've seen upstairs. How is that all being held up? And this is a new footer that was poured to support those columns. You'll see these two here as well. All the steel down here is now sitting on new footers. And if I come over here, underneath there's 2 more pieces supporting then more steel all through here that's then subsequently holding up the stuff upstairs and higher than that. Today this piece of steel here was cut. That's to allow room for a coat closet that'll be right here at this half landing level. So again, this is the elevator pit, a little bit of water in it, but yeah, another piece here. And then again, this was one of the windows down here that obviously has now been cinder blocked over, and then a piece of tube steel that is concreted into that, and then those support guys that stick up above, the one being that long one that I showed in the other previous video. This piece here, if you look, that goes from here all the way up, and actually you can't even see it, but it goes up to the floor of the 3rd floor to support a piece of steel up there. So now we're outside. You can see in the addition, again, more of the gravel that's been brought in, the rough plumbing, as well as the drain tile that's been run down there. See the back of the house. You can see the corner of the house right here. You can see that's the new brickwork. Salvaged the old bricks. Mason came by today, put those in, and I think once that mortar dries, it'll match pretty close to the original red mortar. He's going to have to come back and obviously clean up all of that brickwork up top. But you can see he's also now working on this corner over here. There we go. And you can see they've Mason's put in, replaced the stone, and I think he did a pretty good job of getting that to kind of blend in. As you know from some of our previous videos, we've chosen to feature some of the folks that have been working on the project and really instrumental. And certainly one of those individuals, really kind of a secondhand man to Chuck at times, his name's Christian, is just a fantastic worker. Really happy and fortunate to have him dedicated to the project. We kind of have a little snapshot of Christian here. And he's really just, there he is. He's just a fantastic guy, hard worker, always there on time and dependable. It's really been great. You can see more wood's being loaded into the 2nd floor here of the home. as we get ready to continue to add floor joists and those laminated beams up on the second floor and in the floor joists. So they're starting to put in the floor joists on the second floor there. And oh, is that Christian? Oh, what's he doing? Oh, what's going on here? Well, I guess we like everybody to be well rested on the job site, make sure everybody's safe. Just giving you a hard time, Christian. We love you, man. So here we are back. The guy's putting in the floor joists now. Those are new floor joists over where our stairs used to be, going from the first to second floor. And then putting sheathing over top. And this is the construction of the temporary stairs from the second to the third floor. Quite innovative how these guys built these stairs. And I will tell you, having walked up them numerous times now myself, they look weird, but I will tell you, they're really easy and efficient to go up and down just like you would a normal set of stairs. As we continue to see more of the floor joists being put in, kind of take a little pause here, and you're going to see important piece to construction that you may not always appreciate. When you're putting new sheathing down, you want to make sure you not only screw the sheathing down to prevent it from moving in the future, but you want to glue it as well. And you'll see here, I believe I have a snapshot, you can see the glue lines on top of those floor joists. And again, that'll help prevent down the road from any squeaking under your floors. So always happy the guys doing things the way exactly it should be done, and continuing to see moving at a miraculous pace here as we continue now to see some of the new floor joists put in between the steel structure for the third floor here. These are the new floor joists that are connected over to that beam. And then you can also see, interesting that was added today, are these two pieces of tube steel. They're going to stick out further outside. And those are to support the canopy kind of ceiling or small little roof that'll sit over top of this door. This will become the main entry into the home. Obviously not with the current existing stairs, as you can see. We have now developed a bit of a gaposis between the stringer and the stairs, as these stairs are have seen better days. But that'll become the new main entrance to the door or to the house, and so that will have a canopy over top. So, and again, more of our lumber mill, as you can see, wood here, and there's even more up on the third floor. These are those two pieces of steel sticking out from outside. So the pieces of steel that we saw, the tube steel, I should say, that was sticking out of here yesterday has now been welded to these support guys that go down to support there and are then up into here, and that's what'll support then that roof structure that'll go outside that window. So, and now those pieces of steel have had a cross member. You can see that'll be a little canopy over top of there. Back up to the second floor here on the inside of the home. What you can see here is the guys actually have a car jack, and what they're doing is one at a time taking a 2x6 and individually raising each of those floor joists. Again, we commented on this on a previous video. This is a really good video, though, to show how they have really leveled out the floors. Again, one joist at a time. They kind of jack it up so that the floor above, the third floor, will be perfectly level with that piece of steel, and then kind of reconnecting in those joist hangers. So certainly takes a little bit more time, but the end result is certainly a level floor that you desire. Oh no, what's going to happen? This sounds serious. Oh, nope, just Crystal on the job site. Meeting with Chuck, making sure that things are continuing to run smoothly. Fortunately, we have a fantastic team that we're working with again, and when Crystal's on job site, everybody knows what's going on, and it's just a fantastic experience. As you see, we can kind of move along here. The guys Chuck is a huge fan of mock-ups, and actually what you see them building here is a mock-up of the elevator. The elevator actually is an octagon in shape, and you can see they kind of construct that for us. Outside view here, you'll see Rubelio starting to do more of the patchwork on the second floor outside. It's amazing how fast these guys work, almost like little busy bees. But as they now fill in those remaining pieces of brick, holding up that corner of the house, a lot of that support wood can then come down. So fantastic job from Rubelio and the guys, and just really appreciative of that. As I've alluded to in the past videos, on Saturday morning, I think one of the reasons that the project continues to move along at great speed and really without interruption is the dedication of the UrbanRanch Living executive team. Despite at times folks raising questions and concerns, certainly Crystal has those at times, as does everybody on the team. Moments of pause and concern from Jim Negron, Benson, the owner of B7 Construction, that we're working hand in hand with on this project. And of course, I raise my hand at times too, as all of us do. You know, there's certainly times where you kind of put your hands up and say, well, hold on, how are we going to figure this next glitch out, given the complexity of the project that we're dealing with. But ultimately, due to everybody's dedicated effort and wrapping our coconuts around it, it seems as though the project continues to move along at great speed and under budget and on time. And ultimately, as long as Benson's happy, well, aren't we all? So thanks again for watching, and look forward to another video.